Good morning. This is Nita with the Timepiece Garden. Panda's running rounds. There's the panda dog. There she is. She's doing rounds. Chickens are hanging out down there in the corner. Kitty Blaze showed himself earlier this morning. I've not seen him recently though. So what am I doing? All kinds of stuff. I still want to trim the grass. Let's zoom back out again. There you go. Along on my borders, but it's still foggy. You can see it over there. We're still in heavy fog. So it was like, okay, well, let me see what we're doing and not doing in the garden. And I say that because all of my green beans are doing well. Does that make sense? But they're low enough that they might not be getting any of the fog moisture. That it may hit the trees, but not actually the seedlings. So that thought process becomes, come out and check. And yes, I think I'm going to go ahead and give them some water. I'm not going to water everything. 2 days ago we had rain. The trees don't need it. You can look at the peppers. They don't need it, but they're all established. You know, they're doing just fine. You can see they got some dew on them. They're doing fine. It's the seedlings that I'm focusing on. You can see that at ground level, looks a little dry, you know, but I still have seedlings coming up. And so they need to maintain a little more moisture than just, you know, what everybody else has. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the soaker hose on the tomatoes here in the buckets. And while that's soaker hosing, I'm going to go ahead and use my 2-gallon spout and water every place I have seedlings, just the seedlings. That way they don't dry out, you know, because they're young enough like that they don't need to dry out. You know, and anybody who started late like that one there, that's a good one, doesn't need to dry out. So anyway, some things are going to get watered. I am not watering the entire garden. And so when I'm done giving, I got a cobweb on my face, sorry. But when I'm done giving seedlings, carrots included, a drink of water to maintain their moisture, I'm done in the garden. I will go back and work on the woodshed. That's the goal. It's just a little bit of watering and then it's all day woodshed. Hi, Barthos. I don't have no tomatoes, baby. I don't have no tomatoes. It's a fib. I got a couple, but you know, they're not for chickens. Not yet. They're for me. All right, let me get started, and I'll talk at you later. Supervisor's in here checking it out. Now again, I'm not going to leave this on for the full 30 minutes. Most of it was just to make sure that the new ones, makes sense, I've got some drippy in the bucket so they don't dry out before I get my next rainfall. And you know, because they're not, you can look at the buckets, they're not dry. But I don't need the tomatoes because it's such a late season to you know, do something other than grow. They don't need to dry out, they don't need any more stress. So not a lot of watering. They don't need a lot of watering, but a little. Getting ready to go shut it off. Everybody else has already been watered, all the carrots, all the green beans, and so far everybody still looks healthy. Again, this leaf was already yellow when it was planted, so it's still doing well. And this one here in the back corner has been the shock color that I associate shock with so far, but he's not died. So fingers crossed. Now the strawberry spinach, where I did the whole cutback, there you go. Some of them went ahead and died back, and that's okay. There's probably just too much pest damage. Some of them are doing the cut and come again. They're actually regrowing leaves, which is awesome. You know, I might get a second flush. Not all of them are. That's okay too. You know, it is what it is. All right. Oh my goodness. What are you guys talking about over there? All right, so let me go shut this water off. And I will talk at you later. So just a side note, I've either got carrots coming up there, and there, or I have weeds. Now, carrots tend to take a long time to germinate, so I'm just not sure. You know, just not sure. I won't be mad if them are carrots. Life is awesome. All right, let me go on and get busy at the woodshed before it gets insanely humid. And I'll talk to you later. All right, woodshed. We're gonna get the rest of the plastic on. We're gonna go ahead and get the backside plastic and this side plastic. And then we're gonna start moving wood. That way, again, this one is done. It's just done. That way I can also tell, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, I can check and make sure my calculations are correct. Am I going to be able to fit 4 rows? You know, so the wood, when I stack it, I'm just going to do like along one edge. You know, not all the way across like I would regular wood. Because most of it, because it's dry, will end up on that rack for my first burn. But I have to empty it so I can get to the bricks and the T-posts and the 6x6s that are on this one. Anyway, that way I can get to them. I can start leveling those bricks, but it all starts with plasticking this one. It's the first thing that's got to be done. So let me get busy, and we're gonna see if Panda's gonna help. I don't think so, but you know, I can ask. I'll talk to you later. Parthos is again over here talking about job safety to the girls. They're a little excited. I'm moving wood. We got some beetles and stuff falling out. They're like, yeah, let's get it. Snacks. Having said that, this is just confirmation that I did in fact calculate right. There are 4 rows of firewood, you know, with a couple of inches left up front. The supervisor has approved it. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to move the wood off the rack in here. Now, again, I'm not going to go all the way across. This is dry wood. It has to be off of this. I need this. Lessons learned, though. Lessons learned. Let me go, from where I put the corners in on that back post, I'm thinking I need to redo that a little on the next one. Maybe so the T-posts are a little more even, spread out. Put a regular brick, and that way the base stays there. And then my brick for the T-post. It's just thinking, you know. And that way I don't have a space here in the middle. And I might lose some of the space up front, but it won't be a lot. Just maybe. I don't know. All I know is that fits 4 racks. It's awesome. And I'll talk to you later.